Dear friend, if someone told you that just one glass of ginger water every morning could boost testosterone, reignite passion in the bedroom, and help men over 60 reclaim their vigor, would you believe it? Honestly, if I had heard that a few years ago, I probably would have laughed and thought, here we go again, another urban myth. If ginger could turn back the clock, pharmacies would have gone out of business. But everything changed when one of my patients, a 67-year-old man, followed that exact formula for 30 days. The test results afterward genuinely surprised his doctor. Do you know why a simple formula made of ginger, honey, and lemon can lead to such noticeable differences, all without the need for expensive pills or supplements? Today, join me, Dr. William Harris, as we uncover the answer. And without keeping you waiting any longer, the very first part of this video will reveal that many men will be jolted awake, not just by how effective it is, but because the ingredients have been sitting in their kitchen this whole time, unused. But before we begin, may I ask where in the world you are watching this video from? I'd love to know who I have the honor of accompanying on today's health journey. Please leave a comment below. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so we can meet every week with practical, easy-to-apply content like this. Now, let's dive into the first part, where I'll reveal the surprising truth about ginger's effects on male vitality that very few people know. Ginger is often seen as just a cooking spice or something to warm your stomach when it's cold, but few realize that inside this humble root lies a group of compounds that can naturally awaken male hormones. Modern medical studies have shown that fresh ginger contains gingerol and shaggyol, two active substances that stimulate blood circulation and reduce inflammation in blood vessel tissues, which are key factors when it comes to testosterone and male sexual health. That's not all. Ginger can also influence the pituitary gland and hypothalamus, two centers in the brain that control male sex hormones. When these areas function well, the testes receive the command to produce testosterone more regularly and steadily. One study published on the National Library of Medicine showed that men who consumed ginger daily for 30 to 60 days could increase testosterone levels by nearly 20 to 30% without the need for synthetic hormones or testosterone boosters. If a man's body after 60 were like a vintage car, then ginger would be the biological lubricant that keeps the system running smoothly, from blood flow and nerves to the hormonal control centers. And the funny thing is, you know what that precious lubricant often ends up doing? It often sits in the fridge, used more for soup than its real function, restoring vitality. However, just knowing ginger is good isn't enough. What's even more important is how to prepare it correctly so that its active ingredients aren't destroyed, and most importantly, how to avoid the common mistakes many people still make every morning. Dear friend, if you're still watching the video up to this point, I'm truly glad. That shows you genuinely care about post-60 male sexual health, a topic that's important but rarely talked about. Please leave a number 1 in the comments so I know you're still here with me. Now, let's talk about the right way to prepare ginger to preserve its active compounds and maximize its effects on male vitality. Did you know that most people prepare ginger the wrong way and end up accidentally killing the precious compounds inside it? I'm not joking. Some throw ginger into boiling water. Some even boil honey or squeeze lemon into piping hot water and say, "Drink this for your health." It sounds right, but it's actually wrong from the very first step. To fully harness the power of ginger for male vitality, you need to brew it in a way that preserves its active compounds. This means you must avoid heat that destroys gingerol and protect the natural anti-inflammatory benefits of honey and the vitamin C in lemon. The correct method is simple. Take a few slices of fresh ginger, gently crush them to release the essential oils, then place them into a glass of warm water around 40 to 50 degrees. Note, don't use water that's too hot. Cover the glass and let it sit for 5 to 7 minutes so the ginger essence can be released. After that, squeeze in half a lemon and wait until the water is just warm. Then add 1 teaspoon of raw honey and stir gently. Why wait for the water to cool before adding honey and lemon? Because if honey meets hot water, its natural enzymes will be destroyed and may cause unwanted reactions. And the vitamin C in lemon is very heat sensitive. If the water is too hot, it loses all its benefits. Sounds a bit tedious, doesn't it? But in reality, the whole process takes just about 5 minutes every morning. And in return, you get a completely natural vitality booster that improves circulation, balances hormones, and noticeably sharpens alertness. For gentlemen who aren't used to sour drinks, you can reduce the lemon to a quarter or add a slice of fresh orange to mellow the flavor. It's easier to drink while still retaining all the benefits. However, simply preparing ginger the right way is not enough. If you want to achieve results like Mr. George in the upcoming story, the man who left his doctor stunned after 30 days, there's another crucial factor: the timing of when you drink it, and how you keep this habit consistent without giving up midway. I'll share more in the next part. Many gentlemen, after learning how to prepare ginger properly, often ask me, "So when should I drink it to get the best results, doctor?" And you know what? The answer is simpler than you think, but it's something many people get wrong every day. The timing of drinking ginger water directly affects the absorption of active compounds and the effectiveness of hormone regulation. When you drink it in the morning on an empty stomach, your body absorbs it faster, and compounds like gingerol can enter the bloodstream without being blocked by food or other digestive enzymes. At that time, your body is like a dry sponge, ready to soak up any nutrients you provide. Moreover, drinking it early in morning not only supports blood flow and stimulates hormones, but also helps warm up the body, boost metabolism, and gently kickstart the digestive system, especially important for men over 60 when everything slows down a bit compared to their younger days. On the other hand, if you drink it at night, especially after a full meal or right before bed, ginger may slightly irritate the stomach and make it harder to sleep, particularly for those sensitive to warming herbs. Not dangerous, but clearly no need to make things harder for yourself, right? So a glass of ginger lemon honey around 6:30 to 7 a.m., about 20 minutes before breakfast, is the golden time for ginger to work at its best. But there's one small secret few people notice. Keeping this habit going for 30 days isn't as simple as it sounds. What makes some give up halfway while others achieve surprising results? The answer lies in a quiet factor that can determine your entire journey to recovery. If you're still watching this video by now, thank you for patiently listening all the way to this point. I truly appreciate that. Please leave a number 3 below in the comments so I know I'm not talking to myself. Let me share with you a true story about consistency, Mr. George, 67 years old, who once felt exhausted and lifeless, but after 30 days left his doctor stunned. George used to look down every time someone mentioned the word vitality. His body felt tired, his memory was fading, and his intimate life had slowly grown cold over time. He didn't complain, but according to his wife, his eyes looked sadder than a TV with no signal until he began a simple experiment. No pills, no boosters, no expensive equipment, just 1 glass of ginger lemon honey every morning following the exact method and timing we've discussed. At first, he was skeptical. How could something this simple actually work? He said. But with his wife's encouragement and his own desire for change, he stuck with it. After 10 days, he felt lighter, had a better appetite, and slept more deeply. By the 3rd week, he noticed something he hadn't felt in a long time, waking up in the morning feeling strangely energetic. And then, after 30 days, he went for a checkup. His blood test results made his doctor, the one who had once advised hormone replacement therapy, blurt out, "George, what have you done to get testosterone levels like you're 45 again?" There was no magic involved. He simply learned how to care for his body using natural, science-based methods and, most importantly, staying consistent. But if you think ginger alone is enough, then you might be missing a very important piece of the puzzle. When properly combined with lemon and honey, those effects can be taken to a whole new level. According to many medical studies, raw honey is a quick source of energy and contains powerful antioxidants that help protect blood vessels and reduce oxidative stress, one of the hidden culprits behind testosterone decline in older men. Honey also contains boron, a mineral proven to positively influence levels of free testosterone in the body. And lemon? In addition to neutralizing ginger's sharp taste, fresh lemon juice provides a rich source of vitamin C, a nutrient that plays a vital role in supporting the production of male sex hormones and boosting immunity, helping the body absorb ginger's anti-inflammatory compounds more effectively. To put it simply, if ginger is the leading actor in promoting circulation and stimulating hormones, then lemon and honey are the support crew, quietly but powerfully helping to transport, protect, and maintain those results inside your body. Of course, the key condition is that all three ingredients must be pure and combined at the right temperature, as we discussed earlier, because if you use honey that's been mixed with sugar or squeeze lemon into boiling water, then the effectiveness will literally evaporate. But there's still one last factor that determines whether you can maintain long-term results, and it's not about what you eat or drink, but about how you move and how your body responds after each use. Light movement after drinking ginger tea can reawaken body sensitivity in ways few people realize. When you take in that warm glass of ginger water, your circulatory system begins to work more actively, and when combined with light movement, it's like opening the main gate for blood flow to reach the pelvic area where many nerves related to male sexual function are concentrated. Movements as simple as hip circles, marching in place, or side bends actually make a big impact. They not only help push blood deeper into the lower abdomen, but also awaken the sensory nervous system that's gone into hibernation due to age and inactivity. In particular, the lower back and pelvic floor, two areas often overlooked, will receive fresh blood flow, bringing oxygen and nutrients to help restore sensation and natural reflexes. You don't need to hit the gym just 3 to 5 minutes each morning right after finishing your ginger drink is enough for your brain to remember that this region is still active and responsive. However, if you truly want to maintain results long-term, not just for a few early weeks, there's still one more thing that needs adjusting: the connection between willpower, emotions, and your daily living habits. Modern medicine has shown that chronic stress, feelings of inferiority, or negative thoughts repeated over time can disrupt the hormonal regulatory system, specifically affecting the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and testes, the three centers controlling testosterone production. On the other hand, when a man lives with self-acceptance, balance, and a clear daily purpose, even simple actions like drinking ginger tea bring exponentially more benefit. I've witnessed many men return to their peak performance, not thanks to some miracle drug, but because they learned to reconnect with themselves. Every morning, they drank that cup of ginger tea not just for masculinity, but as a ritual to restart both body and mind. Now, what you've discovered throughout this discussion, from the correct way to prepare ginger, choosing the right time to use it, light movements, emotional adjustment, and breaking through stigma, isn't just a trendy hack. These are simple tools with clear biological foundations that can directly impact your recovery if applied consistently and correctly. After over 3 decades of working with middle-aged and older men, I've witnessed many reclaim their strength, confidence, and capacity to love, not with expensive medications, but through persistence, self-awareness, and beginning with small daily changes. If you found this helpful, do hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I wish you continued health, confidence, and strength to become the best version of yourself at any age.